All right, welcome. Whether you're joining live through Zoom or taking this on YouTube at your own time, really glad to be here. So, this is Yoga Nidra, and though I teach Yoga Nidra regularly, this is my first last Sunday of the month Yoga Nidra, and I plan to continue this on an ongoing basis each last Sunday of the month from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific time. We'll start in a seat. So take a moment here to find a comfortable seat. That can be legs crossed. You can also put the feet in front if it feels more comfortable to send the legs straight forward. And then with any props, blankets, pillows that you like, we will move to the back in a few moments. But we'll start here in the seat, grounding down. Because this is the first month of this Zoom Yoga Nidra that I'm offering, I wanted to give just a quick introduction to what Yoga Nidra is. I know some of you all practicing with me have experience and some are brand new, and I welcome all of that. So Yoga Nidra is often described in English as sleep yoga, but really it's a meditative state halfway in between sleeping and waking consciousness. That said, it is absolutely okay if you fall asleep. It's absolutely okay if you feel very awake and need to get up. The goal that we're striving for is an objective, neutral awareness of what we're noticing in the self, in the body, in the breath. But you get to experience what you experience here in our practice tonight. So feel welcome to do what you need to do. And then in terms of some of the benefits for Yoga Nidra, a lot of benefits for sleep, decreased anxiety, decreased depression, benefits for PTSD. And as someone that lives with PTSD, I can definitely speak to the benefits of this modality of yoga. And just a really great way to learn how to tap into those inner resources that we have when the fight or flight moments kick in. So with all that in mind, grounding into your comfortable seat. Let the hands relax on the lap or the knees. Let the hips release, whatever your seat. And then either close the eyes or take a soft gaze toward the tip of the nose. Take a deep inhale through the nose, lift the shoulders up to the ears. And on the exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Like this on the breath. Inhale, shoulders lift. Exhale, shoulders relax. Inhale, shoulders lift. Exhale, relax and settle in right here in your tall seat. If you're just joining, meeting us in a seat when you're ready. Throughout this practice and in most yoga practices, keeping the mouth closed down, working to cultivate our pranayama or deep breath control through the nose. We'll take a few breath cycles here. In your breath, take a moment to notice how you're feeling in your body, in your mind. Just take notice, no good or bad. Just notice what is tonight. In Yoga Nidra, typically begin with setting an intention. So I'll invite us to open a space here to set an intention for your Nidra practice. And I invite you to make that intention active. Choose an active verb, a succinct active statement. So for example, an I am statement. Maybe I am at peace. I am whole. I am empowered. Anything that resonates with you, take a few moments here Just notice what comes up. Set your intention, your I am statement. If nothing comes up, that's okay. If many things come up, that's okay too. And if you do notice one particular intention, when you're ready, bring palms to heart center, Anjali Mudra, press thumbs to heart, heart to thumbs. In yoga, mudras are arm and finger binds that allow us to connect to different aspects of the self. In Anjali Mudra, embracing this Nidra practice from a heart-centered place. Trusting whatever intention you set, you can invite into yourself. Without effort or judgment, just let that settle in. With palms at heart center, take a deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. 2 more breath cycles like that on your own breath. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Beautiful. And keep that intention in the back of your mind. We'll take a few moments of gentle movement before we move to the back. Eyes can stay opened or closed here. Next, inhale, reach the arms out and up, palms touch overhead. Exhale, palms to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Like this on the breath. Inhale, arms lift, palms touch. Exhale, heart center. Once more. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, heart center. And then reach your hands forward. Find our forward fold here. Bring your fingertips shoulder distance apart. Tent up on all 10 fingertips. Draw the chin to the chest. And really exaggerate the opening through the back body. Use your deep intentional breath here to open that space between the shoulder blades. We'll take a few breaths here, breathing through the nose. As you breathe, repeat that intention in your mind. I am. And exhale it out. And if you're just joining, welcome. You are very welcome to join us when you're ready to find your seat. Next, inhale, walk your hands in, sit tall. And we'll move to the back here. No rush at all. Take your time to move to the back and find a shape on the back where you can feel comfortable for the next 30, 45 minutes. A couple of options with the legs and feet. Option to bring soles of the feet together. Let the hips release to the side, knees to the side, with or without blocks under the legs. You can also plant the feet, let the knees rest against one another. Or option to send the legs straight forward. And throughout our practice this evening, if you need to adjust your props or your body, even including getting up and moving around, that's okay. If you feel any tension in the lower back, I encourage you to bring a prop underneath the knees and on top of the hips. So we'll take a moment here to ground down, find your comfortable shape on the back. Inhaling through the nose, fill the torso with air. Exhaling through the nose, pull the belly in and up toward the ribs. Taking a few more breath cycles here, allowing everyone to settle in on the back. Find your shape for our Nidra practice this evening. And a reminder that in Nidra, we're working to cultivate that balance between fully releasing and relaxing into sleep and being aware and conscious of our bodies and ourselves. If you fall asleep, that's okay. And if you need to get up or move or shift your body, that's okay too. Settling in on the back body here. If soles of the feet are together, knees wide, let your hips and knees release a little more. If your legs are straight forward, let the toes and feet splay out as they do. Wherever you're at on the back, flip the palms up. Tuck the shoulder blades together under the back. Draw the chin a little closer to the chest. We'll start our Nidra practice by noticing the breath. Once more, deep inhale through the nose, open the mouth, exhale it out. And then close the mouth back down. Take a few more breath cycles here, tapping into your most relaxed state. If you notice mind thoughts, chitta vritti coming up, it can be helpful to just visualize the movement of your breath through the body. In Nidra, knowing that whatever you experience, whatever that comes up, whatever you feel is okay. It's what you need to experience in this moment. One more breath cycle together here. We'll begin to deepen into our Nidra practice. As we begin, a reminder that Yoga Nidra is not something you do, it's something you feel. It may feel different day to day, moment to moment. Nidra is a sense of light sleep with awareness. There is no right or wrong for you to practice your Yoga Nidra. Whatever you experience is not just okay, but welcomed in this practice. Whoever you are is not just okay, but welcomed in this practice. All of you is welcome here. And know that what I say throughout this practice is an invitation, a suggestion, a guide. I only ask that you rest and listen with openness and curiosity. Releasing on the back body, I invite you to begin to let the body soften. Take a deep inhale through the nose, open the mouth, loudly sigh it out. Twice more like this on your breath. With your last exhale, let go of all tension and stress. And again, eyes closed if that feels okay. If not, just a soft gaze toward the tip of the nose. Either way, begin to allow your senses to open widely. Opening senses to the mouth, and jaw. As you notice sensation in the mouth and jaw, let those areas release and relax. Notice sensation through the ears and sensation of sound and hearing. Let that sound in, and then let the inner ear canals relax and release. Notice sensation of taste through the tongue, releasing tip of the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Let it relax. Begin to notice the feeling of space all around your body. I invite you to let go of thinking and allow all of your perceptions to naturally arise and fall away as they do. There's no right or wrong here, just noticing what comes in, up, and through the body and the breath. We'll take a few moments like this in silence and stillness. With your next exhale, if this feels accessible, I invite you to let go of thinking and just allow all of your perceptions in the physical, energetic self to be noticed and then soften away. Beginning to soften through the eyes, letting the eyes release into the sockets. From here, releasing the hinge of your jaw. Perhaps you notice the sensations of your tongue as it rests heavily along your mouth. As you release your eyes and jaw, maybe feeling shoulders release away from your ears. If your mind is active, start to notice the feeling of the surface that is supported by the weight of your body. Embracing and noticing your physical body just as it is here and now. Begin to let the air on your skin release and relax. Start to notice yourself as open to receptivity. Start to notice yourself letting go of thinking, mind thoughts, chitta vritti. Just allowing perceptions to arise naturally as they do in the body, in the mind. As you notice these perceptions, continue to soften your breath. By softening the breath, we mean releasing any constrictions in the abdomen, letting the belly and torso relax, releasing the back of the throat, letting the jaw, throat, and neck relax. Allow gravity to gently pull your body toward the earth. Begin to sense your whole body and your inner sense of peace that's always there within you. Just begin to notice that. Gentle inhales through the nose and gentle exhales through the nose. Start to become aware of the body breathing itself in and out, of the natural flow of air and sensation in the nostrils, in the throat, in the chest, and in the belly. From here, we'll begin to regulate the breath. I'll count us through breath cycles, but if that's not feeling right for you, you're welcome to breathe at your own pace. Otherwise, take an inhale. Let the belly rise to 1, 2, 3. Hold a pause. And expel the air for 1, 2, 3. Hold a pause. Lengthening our breath. Inhale to 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold a pause. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold a pause. Lengthening, inhale to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and pause. Exhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Continue on your own breath for a few rounds this way, lengthening your breath as much as you can. Take one more deep inhale through the nose. And count the exhale through the nose. And then let go of that counting, noticing that you're feeling at ease, at rest, in stillness, allowing deep, shallow breaths through the nose. With these breaths, noticing the deep presence of gratitude in every fiber of your being and breath. Into this fertile space of gratitude, begin to plant a seed of your heartfelt desire. Maybe you know what that is right away. Maybe you're new to Yoga Nidra. Either way, a heartfelt desire. There are no limitations, no restraints. Anything you'd like to feel and cultivate from heart center in your life, in your engagement with other beings, human and non. Let's take a moment to notice in your own self what your deepest heartfelt desire is. It's okay if distractions come up. As you notice that heartfelt desire, that deep inner longing that resonates all the way from your pelvic floor to the crown of your head. Begin to deep breathe, noticing that heartfelt desire in your mind through the breath. As you breathe, imagine that heartfelt desire coming true. It doesn't need to be realistic. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But just imagine that heartfelt desire, what it would feel like for that to come true for you in your body, in yourself, in your life. Notice any sensations of that heartfelt desire coming through as you gently breathe. Keeping that heartfelt desire in your mind's eye. And keeping eyes closed or a soft gaze. Take a deep inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, make some noise, sigh it out. Twice more like that on your breath. And then close the mouth back down. Keep your breath soft and shallow. And here, I invite you to move attention through your body. We'll take a chakral scan. If you're new to yoga philosophy, we have 7 chakras in the body from top of the head to the pelvic floor. Keeping eyes closed and breath soft and steady. No need to concentrate. Simply listen to my words, see the body part, or feel the sensations of the body part I describe wherever you're at. And beginning to move your focus toward the top of the head, crown chakra. Maybe you flex the muscles there or notice the top of your head in your mind. Notice what it feels like and let it release and relax. With your next inhale, draw your attention to the space between the eyebrows. Third eye center, Ajna chakra. Just notice, maybe engage the muscles there, and then let the forehead release. With your next inhale, draw your focus in the mind and in the body to the back of the throat. Noticing the muscles there that allow us to cultivate yogic breath control. And then letting those muscles release, let the back of the throat release. Let the tip of the tongue release from the top of the mouth. Gentle breath cycle here through the nose. Moving down in the physical body, draw your attention to heart center or Anahata chakra. the middle chakra, fourth chakra, that space that encapsulates the heart. Notice any sensations, feeling, movement that happens there. Just notice and let heart center release and relax. Gently draw awareness to the bottom of the rib cage, that space where the inner ribs connect to the solar plexus, front of the rib cage. Notice if there's any tension or engagement there. Let the muscular body release and relax. Just notice. Moving further downward, draw attention in the mind and the body to the navel, the belly button. Lightly pulling the navel back toward the spine, and then let it release and relax. Starting to cultivate a whole body sensation of release from top of the head all the way to the belly. And finally, bring your mental and physical attention gently to the pelvic floor, the root chakra, that energetic space in the body that allows us to root down, dig in, metaphorically and literally. Just notice. Keeping mouth closed down, a few breath cycles here. Noticing engagement and then release through all 7 chakras, from top of the head all the way to the pelvic floor. Continuing to breathe through the nose, I invite you to move attention to the whole physical body. No need to concentrate, simply listen to my words and notice the body parts as I describe them. You may feel or notice a sensation that's present. You may feel nothing at all. Anything in that spectrum is okay and welcomed. Start to move attention to your mouth, noticing sensations in the mouth, sensing your tongue, your teeth, your lips. Begin to sense your nose and cheeks, and then sense the flow of air inside both nostrils of the nose. Start to draw attention and sensation to the left ear and to the right ear, welcoming both ears back to the body. Notice and draw sensation to the left eye, to the right eye, to both eyes in the body. Notice welcome sensation through your whole head and neck, mouth, ears, nose, eyes, forehead, scalp, back of the head and neck. If it feels okay, I invite you to give up thinking, simply welcoming sensation as it comes in. We'll take a few gentle breath cycles here through the nose as you welcome sensation back in from top of the head to pelvic floor. Keeping eyes closed and mouth closed. Begin to invite sensation into your left shoulder. Invite and notice sensation into left shoulder and left arm. You're welcome to gently move the left arm or simply notice sensation in the mind. And invite and notice sensation in the left wrist, left hand. From here, notice, invite sensation into the right shoulder, to the right arm, maybe finding physical movement or simply noticing in the mind, moving sensation to the right wrist, right hand. Both arms awake and alive. Begin to notice sensation in the top of the chest. Keep the breath soft and shallow, but just notice the movement of air through the body. Start to move that, noticing, down to the middle of the torso, noticing sensation. Notice, draw sensation to the pelvic floor, the hips, lower third of the body. Just notice. Take a moment on the back to sense the front side of the body. Take a few breaths, just taking in the entire front side of your physical self. Begin to draw attention, maybe gentle physical engagement with the back side of the body. Noticing from the back of the head, upper, middle, lower back, to the backs of the hips. Just notice, draw attention there. As you notice, welcoming every experience that is now present in awareness in the body, which brings awareness to the self. Perhaps feeling some moments of dissolving into or becoming aware, noticing the unfolding of changing sensations at the same time as you notice consistency of who you are in your body in this moment. Noticing the state of being awake and attentive, and also deeply relaxed and present. Noticing and accepting that how you feel, what's coming up or not right here is simply you, that you can cultivate this at any time, with or without yoga. Keeping the back body relaxed. Begin to bring attention back to the breath. Start to notice the natural flow of air in and out through the lungs. Draw your mental focus, what we call dharana, in the 8 limbs of yoga, back to the breath. Start to notice and count the inhales and exhales through the torso, creating as much expansion and then retraction as you can with the breath. A few moments in silence like this. Continuing to breathe, knowing you are awake and deeply relaxed in yourself, just as you are. Continue with that intentional breath. Begin to draw awareness back to the extremities, back to fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. Maybe you gently move those parts of the body. Maybe you just notice them in the mind. I invite you to welcome every experience that is now changing in the present in your awareness. Perhaps you feel yourself dissolving into being awareness. And if you notice thoughts of tension or stickiness in the body or the mind, just notice that. Moving from the extremities, start to bring awareness and breath back to the rib cage, the belly and the neck. Deepening your breath, noticing any physical sensations through the whole body. Knowing you are awake and attentive, and yet deeply relaxed and present in yourself. Keeping the mouth closed down, begin to deepen your breath, activating your pranayama or yogic victory breath control. Mouth closed, inhaling and exhaling through the nose, actively using the diaphragm to control the flow of air in and out. Continuing to welcome every experience that comes up in your awareness. There's no good or bad, just noticing what comes up as you are this evening. Begin to sense the differentiation of breath moving through both nostrils. Noticing the right and left nostril. Noticing the feeling of air moving through the nostrils, down the throat to the belly, and back up and out. Becoming very present with these somatic sensations. If you notice mind thoughts, chitta vritti coming up, just come back to visualizing the movement of your breath through the nostrils. Maybe feeling physical sensations as the breath moves, the gentle movement of air, cool or warm, across the hairs, inside the nose. Knowing and trusting that you can engage with this practice even when you're not on your yoga mat. From this space, take an inhale through the nose, open the mouth, sigh it out. Twice more like that on your own breath. Make some noise with your exhales. Good. From here, if you're still on the back, plant the feet, hips distance apart. Send your knees toward the sky and just let the knees rest against one another. So you're still on the back here. Extend your arms alongside the body, palms and forearms down, knees resting against one another. Checking in here with the lower back. If the lower back is lifted off the mat, pull the navel toward the spine. Flatten the whole back body to the mat. Gentle engagement through the spine. Once more, deep inhale through the nose, open the mouth, sigh it out. Twice more like this on your breath. Really make some noise with the exhales. After your next exhale, roll to the right side if that feels okay. We'll take a few breaths on the side body before the option to move to a seat. On the side, giving our nadi or energy channels along the spine a chance to adjust to bringing heart below head. There's no rush or urgency here. You're also welcome to stay on the side or the back. As you feel ready, eyes closed or gaze soft. Press yourself up to a comfortable seat. If this feels accessible, we'll take a few moments of seated meditation here. wrapping up our Nidra practice. If you are joining me in seated meditation, either legs crossed or one leg in front of the other, you can also join in meditation on the back if you prefer. So in yoga, there are 8 limbs. One of those is meditation, dhyana. And in meditation, we're simply working to be present in the self, which is the body, which includes the mind, and in the spirit. So wherever you're at, take a moment to get comfortable in a seat or on the back. If you are in a seat, let the hands release to the knees or the lap. Close the eyes if that feels okay, or take a very soft gaze toward the tip of the nose. If you're in a seat, roll the shoulders back and down. I'll chant us into our meditation here. I'll chant us with one round of Om, the universal sound of nature. You're welcome to join any pitch with Om or simply listen. Inhaling here. A few moments in dhyana, seated meditation. As we hold a few moments here, a reminder that it's okay if distractions or discomfort comes up. Just finding your edge in your state of meditation this evening. Keeping eyes closed, your gaze soft. Continue to deepen your breath, trusting that your effort and commitment to joining on your mat for this practice will carry with you when you leave your mat. If you're not already, meeting in a seat, if that feels okay. If you are in a seat, grounding down through both sides of the body, roll the shoulders back and down. And bring palms to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Mudras are hands and finger binds that allow us to access different parts of our energetic selves. In Anjali Mudra, pressing thumbs to heart, heart to thumbs. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And if you set an intention for your practice, come back to that intention now. Or if it's shifted, that's beautiful too. Just notice what comes up for you from your intention. Keeping that intention in your mind's eye. We'll offer one more round of Om, the universal sound of nature. You're welcome to join at any pitch or simply listen, preparing to inhale to Om. The light within me honors and respects the light within each of you. Thank you. Mil gracias. We bow and say a word. Namaste. With Nidra, whether you're joining live or on YouTube, a reminder to hydrate well. We can bring up a lot of things in a Nidra practice, even though we may feel relaxed. So drink some water. Notice what happens with your evening and sleep. I welcome questions or feedback in any capacity. And I'll continue this Zoom last Sunday of the month Nidra. And stay tuned for other Nidra classes outside and on Zoom.